to Mr. Tushar Mehta, the Solicitor General of India, as our chief guest to address with his invaluable insights. Mr. Mehta attended the Gujarat University, where he obtained his law degree and received 5 gold medals. He has also received honorary doctorates from Amity and Karnataka State Law University and many more. With a career spanning decades, Honorable Mr. Tushar Mehta, the Solicitor General of India, has tirelessly served the cause of justice, upholding the rule of law and ensuring equitable access to legal remedies for all. He is a distinguished legal luminary with an illustrious career in the field of law. Known for his profound expertise to justice, he stands as a guardian of legal principles, contributing significantly to the legal landscape of the nation. So please welcome, sir, with a huge round of applause, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Dr. Ravi Vashin Sahab, Shweta Bharti ji, Neena ji, and all graceful ladies and few gentlemen. When the graceful lady was introducing by saying that ladies and very few gentlemen, it was more a threat than an address, because what possibly she meant was that there are several ladies and man we better remain gentlemen. For the first time I am having a feeling and experience of what feels to be in minority. Friends, during the course of this discussion, I am not using the expression lecture, I might say something on a lighter side, and please don't treat it as male chauvinism, which generally is attached with a wrong notion of feminism. Because I believe that ladies who want to be equal to man lack ambition, because you are already ahead of man. Why should you downgrade yourself and attempt to be equal to man? You need not. And I say this with utmost seriousness at my command. So far as the legal fraternity is concerned, I come to a slightly little later. But otherwise, the cliche argument that in India lady is treated as a devi and yatra nadyastu pujyante, etc., that's okay. India has always worshipped lady. India is possibly the only country where the most powerful man in the country, be it a king earlier or the prime minister today, he bows before a lady. There is no country in the world. So far as India is concerned, there is no question of equality. There is a superiority so far as women are concerned. Number 2, there was a study conducted in the aviation industry as to the competence of a lady commander or a captain, the pilot as we colloquially say, in times of crisis, which is a better gender to handle the crisis, and the study reveals that women pilots were more calm, more composed, and more matured in dealing with either a mechanical crisis in the aircraft or a crisis like hydrogen. So in whichever way you examine, ladies, women have always been at the forefront, and they are better than human beings, than men. Only thing is, they always fail historically when they protest. When I try to find out why this 8th March is celebrated as a Women's Day, and it is found that historically, the ladies in Russia protested against a potential First World War on a particular date of the Georgian calendar, which corresponds to our 8th March. And that is how 8th March is treated to be a World Women's Day, and that is accepted as such by the United Nations. But despite the protest, the First World War did happen. So, all graceful ladies, you are always successful except when you try to do something by using the protest as a method. This is on a lighter side. Now coming to the legal fraternity. First of all, I never subscribe to the theory that the success of any man or a woman can be judged by the statistical figures. This is very usual since few years. It has become very often cited statistics. There are very few 5%, 8%, 15% ladies in judiciary, in legal profession, in terms of lawyers, etc., etc. Do we really need that? Let us ask ourselves, do we really want to be successful statistically? If you go by the powerful leadership of the country, out of all the prime ministers right from Jawaharlal Nehru, there was only one lady prime minister, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and but for the emergency, one was enough. One Golda Meir in Israel was enough. One Margaret Thatcher in Britain was enough. You don't have to say that we had 30% of the prime ministers who belong to a particular gender. This is where we are faltering. We want tokenism, that we must have at least 30% in judiciary, at least this much percent in profession, etc. It is necessary in case of reflecting public life. Because in public life, the chances and the opportunities that other genders get are very less. And therefore the government came with Nari Shakti Bill and 30% reservation. But in the professions where you are supposed to succeed based on your own work which you have, why should we count your success based upon the statistics? It's insulting the lady. Take any lady from our profession. Mr. Lalit Patil just gave example of the chairperson. Zia. Is she successful because she is a lady? No. She is successful because she is competent. Are all of you successful in your respective field because you are ladies? No, despite being ladies. This tokenism on a long run would be against the interest of the ladies. You take Justice Sujata Manohar. She was a stalwart judge, not because she was a lady judge, because she was a great judge. I tried to find out the history, how the ladies came into this particular profession. The less number of ladies in this profession is essentially not because of now I am not on the historical reasons, at least since last 20 to 25 years. It's not because of any stereotyping, that's my personal view. It's because of the choice they have decided to choose. They do not come in this profession for various reasons. Maybe the climate of some trial do not suit them, etc., etc. But they do not become unsuccessful because they are ladies. But historically, they have suffered. And I found out one passage which reflects the history of struggle of the ladies to come in this profession. Forget the success. To come in this profession was nothing less than a fight, nothing less than a battle fought, and a very well fought. I just read it. For the first time in India, the pioneer of movement for entry of women to legal profession was Dr. Hari Singh Gaur. he moved the following amendment to the resolution adopted by the Central Legislative Assembly of India during the pre-independence era. To remove the sex disqualification